the most crucial part, and I can talk to lots of accounting firms, is pricing, or getting the fee structure right with the least amount of hassles and the most amount of profitability, and giving the best amount of value to your clients. So let's just talk about the several different fee structures that we have. Most accounting firms would understand, that's listening today, you know, Justin and Ken and Linda and Glenn, you all understand this type of methods, and I want to go through them one by one. The time billing one, which is the most traditional way of fee structures. I must just probably state that I can remember when my father first started his accounting firm, and there was no such thing as computers or time billing. It was probably value pricing. Once a job was finished, he would estimate how much time he would have done, because he would have written it on the file, or done manually, of course, and then estimated what value he's given to the customer, and then put a price on it. And that was probably the traditional way that people started to do invoicing. Of course, once computers became more common, the time billing, the old 6-minute unit, a lot of accounting firms are still doing that these days. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about value pricing or fixed pricing. Talk about some combinations of the above. Some guys are doing monthly WIP, and you know, quoting each job. There's a couple of those type of things. But that's what we're going to talk about today. But there's all a poll there, Mark. I want to find out what guys are using at this point of time.
So let's get the next poll up and running.
Yeah. Okay.
So the question for the poll is, what is your current fee structure method? Are you using time billing in 6-minute units? Are you using fixed pricing, combination of fixed pricing and time billing, monthly WIP billing, or do you quote for each job? So once again, as we said, the answers here are anonymous, and we've got just over half of the attendees have answered so far. We're just waiting on a few more there. Get a bit more, 80% done. We're just about there. Waiting on a couple more, and we'll close the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much for your votes there. So shall we share those results, Lloyd? It's some interesting...
Yeah, I'd love to if you can do that.
Okay, great. Well, look, we'll just share those with our attendees today. So as you can see there, we've got about the most popular is a combination of both fixed prices and time billing.
That doesn't surprise me, Mark. You know, we'll probably talk a little bit more about that as we go. Nearly 39% on the time billing. That's interesting. No one's doing monthly WIP billing. Yeah, that's good. And of course, 4% quote on each job. So, yeah, I thought it would be higher on time billing, but that's good. So, a lot of the accounting firms are starting to understand the correct method, I suppose, in some of the opinion. So, yeah, we'll close that poll, Mark. Let's talk about time billing then. So for the 39% people that are on time billing, let's just go through it nice and quickly and get to some of the real good points that we want to talk about. Let's talk about some of the advantages of time billing. And again, this is all common knowledge, but we want to make it very clear so we can set some goals at the end of this webinar. From our experience, setting budgets becomes rather easy when you do time billing. As long as you know the productivity of each employee, you can set a budget for them. And of course, I'm assuming a lot of accounting firms are doing budgets right now, so you can estimate what your gross fees are. And Mark, that's the beautiful thing about accounting industries. You can actually set budgets quite easily, knowing that your gross fees will be pretty close to last year, plus a huge growth if you do it correctly. So that's a great advantage of doing time billing. Of course, you just bill WIP, and most people these days, of course, have got the latest computer systems. As long as the employees complete their timesheets on time, billing becomes quite simple to get the invoice out. Again, easy to measure staff performance by doing time billing. I've got a question mark on cash flow, but it can be an advantage, because if you're billing on time, billing on a regular basis, therefore the invoice should go out quicker to your customer, and in theory, and I'm talking about theory here, they should pay you quickly. The other advantage using time billing is that you can recover all your costs on top of it. Of course, if there's paper, we used to know some of the clients that would just add a certain fee for admin, so you can recover all your costs. So there's some good advantages of time billing, and I would like to find out the next poll, Mark, if that's okay.
Absolutely, Lloyd. We'll get that up on the screen right now. So the question for the next poll is, what is your accountant's, not the partners here, but the accountant's either charged or planned charge-out rate for 2011? So we'll just wait to see what results we get here. Is it 80, 120, 180, 200, or 250? So we're just waiting. We've got just on 60%. Just waiting on a few more people to vote now. Just about there. Waiting on a few stragglers to get their votes in. Okay, that's great. So we'll be closing the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great, and we've got some, thanks for participating in that. Once again, Lloyd, how about we share those results?
Love to, yeah, and we'll to talk about it a bit more.
And take a look at that, yeah. So we can see here that their planned charge-out rates, I apologise,
get the words out,
is around about $120.
Yeah, that is, 63% of our participants today, the charge-out rate's 120. From my experience and what the probably best practices we work with and seen, that's probably a little bit too low. So maybe looking at these results, everybody on the webinar today, it's a good time to probably review your charge-out rates ready for the next year. I would say, yeah, I'm just getting a thing there, but so it is a bit low. So we'll get rid of that one. Sorry, I'll just get rid of that. Yeah, so, yeah, a bit low, so maybe if you want to have a look at it in your review coming up, guys, I would suggest you may increase it. You know, I like the $200, and someone's got, there's 4% there saying 250 plus. I even like that better. So that's some of the good research we've got here. We'll do some more analysis as we go through that. But let's talk about some disadvantages of time billing. And a lot of people would probably understand this, and I think we had about 39% on time billing. The biggest concern is surprise, surprise, surprise for the clients.